In this video, we are going to do that's 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. That's based on regrouping, factorization based on regrouping, right? This is based on regrouping. So you can start with the first one. In the first part, we have this question that n into n minus 3 and minus 7 bracket 3 minus n. So what you should notice here that this n minus 3 and 3 minus n, right? This is n minus 3 and the 3 minus n are could be taken common, but provided if you take first minus as common, like say, if I take minus common from inside this, right? As we take out a minus common from here, then this minus sign will become plus. So on taking minus common, so it will become plus 7. And you know that 3 will become negative and n will become positive. So it will become n minus 3, right? So now here onwards, as we can see that n minus 3 is common. So n minus 3, after taking common, dividing this by n minus 3, we'll be left with n plus dividing the second term with n minus 3, we'll get 7. So this is how the first part can be factorized. Now coming to the next, that is the second part. In the second part, the question is x minus 2 whole square plus 9 times x minus 2. So clearly x minus 2 is common, right? Here also this is x minus 2 and we have x minus 2 here also. So we can take x minus 2 as common. So this is square times. So first I'm taking x minus 2 as common. So if I take x minus 2 as common, dividing this by x minus 2, as it is square times, dividing by x minus 2, we'll be left with x minus 2. Dividing the second term by x minus 2, x minus 2, x minus 2 get cancelled. So 9 will be left. So finally it is x minus 2 into x plus 7, because minus 2 plus 9 is 7. This is how the second part of this can be done. Now going to the next part. Now in the third part, let's see what's the question. Question is 3a minus 1 whole square minus 6a plus 2. Now, as I said, it's a method of, these questions are done by the method of regrouping. You see that we can obtain 3a minus 1 at here also if we take minus 2 as common. So let's do it. Let's write this part as it is. And if I take out minus 2 as common from these two terms, what we'll get will be dividing by minus 2 is positive 3a, and dividing this by minus 2 will get minus 1. Now, you can see that this 3 minus a is common. 3 minus a is common over here as it is there in both the term. So we can take 3a minus 1 as common. So if I take 3a minus common, dividing this by 3a minus 1, we'll be left with 3a minus 1, and dividing this whole thing by 3a minus 1, we'll be left with minus 2. Now this is 3a minus 1 and this is 3a minus 1 is minus 3. Now, many of you leave the answer here without realizing that it can further be factorized. As you can see here that this 3 is common. This 3 is common. So we can take out 3 common again. So we'll be writing 3 in the beginning. We'll be writing this 3 in the beginning, the one which I have taken common from here. So we'll be writing 3a minus 1. And after taking common from 3, after taking common 3 from this term, dividing each term by 3, this divided by 3 is what? A, and this divided by 3 is what? 1. Actually, I did nothing. I took 3 common from this and wrote it in the beginning. This is how the next part was done. And now coming to the final part. The fourth part, we have this question as 5x plus 10 minus 7 times x plus 2y. Now we need to focus this part. If I take out 5 as common from here, we'll get the same term as x plus 2y. So I'm taking 5 common from the first two term, dividing this by 5, we'll get x. Dividing this by 5, we'll get 2. Well, there was some problem with the question. Well, copying, it was y actually. So I should write y here. Right. Now, after taking 5 common from each, dividing this by 5 will be x, and dividing this 10y with 5 will get 2y. And let it be as it is. The other part of this sum will be copied. Now, you need to check here again also that here x plus 2y is common. This is x plus 2y can be taken out as common. So if I take this term as common, that is x plus 2y, dividing this whole thing by x plus 2y, we'll get 5. And I think there was a square that I missed here. So dividing this with x plus 2y will get 5, and dividing this whole thing with x plus y will get minus 7 times x plus 2y. So what you have to remember that there is a square times, right? This x plus 2y was square times. So when I divide it by x plus 2y, as we do when we take common, we'll be left with 1 times x plus 2y. With further simplification, we need to open the bracket. That is, by applying distributive property, it will be minus 7x minus 14y. Now, as we can see that there are no like terms, so we can leave the answer here only.